So, are we ready? Let's do it. Game one, and make sure. Yep, everything looks good. Ooh, looks like I won the gold rush as well. Good stuff.
Right, I'm going to mute because I know what happened in this game, so I'm not going to
No problem. Yep.
allow myself to do any spoilers. So have fun, guys.
All right, so we have TaToH here in the blue playing as the Britons, and then the opponent is Spring, and Spring is playing as the Britons as well. SMB has messaged me, but oh, this is the other. I'm not sure who we downloaded this from. This played the other day, but it has the messages from TaToH showing on the stream. Do you see that, Milmano?
Yeah, I see
Yeah.
it.
So I was confused for a second. I thought SMB was messaging me, but anyway, so this is a really interesting map. It's quite open, and you can see the amount of elevation, and though it's like very, very small elevation, it still matters in fights. As Britons, we're probably going to be seeing crossbows, archers at some point. It's quite open as well, and I like it. I like it. We'll have to see how these players play. In fact, this is actually quite different. The hills are actually in the middle. Um, and
Yeah,
this,
that's weird.
yeah, so it certainly is weird, and we'll see how these players play it out. We have Spring here in the red playing as Britons, and I'm really glad he showed up to play for these games against TaToH. He has a gold in the back. I mentioned that because his gold in the front is going to be quite exposed. Woodlines are going to be a bit of an issue on a map like this, and it looks like, well, I'm not sure which one he's going to choose just yet. This one right here. For TaToH, he's already chosen his woodline, and still quite exposed. As you can see, it's quite open for everybody here. Forward gold. Does it have any other golds to retreat to? One way in the back, and a couple more actually. Some nice shorefish for these players. I guess you could supposedly mill that, and you could justify that for sure, depending on how many shorefish are there. Is there anything that stands out to you with these civs or anything in general? I know it's certainly different from what we're used to seeing, but Milmon, is there anything specific you think we might see, or just anything in general?
I like the Civ choice. And I guess did they have free pick? I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You can
I think
pick the
so,
civ,
right?
but you can't pick the same civ the next game, the next
Yeah,
game, the next
yeah,
game,
okay.
essentially. So,
But I like the Civ pick nonetheless for both players. I think Britons are a really good choice in this map. You know, the crossbows are great. I mean, it's fairly open map as well. You can get a lot of roaming and get a lot of kills done. Now, in terms of actual map, what's interesting is if you look where the on TaToH's map, where the deer are, it's actually really close to the shorefish. Now, if you mill that, let's just say, you get all the deer and actually a lot of shorefish too.
oh
And
yeah, I didn't notice that. It's
that's
on the
that's a
front, but
disgusting amount of food.
yeah, certainly. I'd be interested to see if these guys choose to mill the shorefish or if they mill the berries. Um, I I was looking at Spring, and he has like this. He could easily mill on this like long little pond here, and he could get some really accessible shorefish there.
That is true. That's a lot.
Yeah, so I think actually with where they're positioned, only two of them are on the front, so the other ones are on the other side. You have to walk around, but who knows? Looks like he is choosing to go to Forge Bush. I just want to test here. If I speed it up, does it speed up for you? Because right now I'm at 455. Are you around there as well?
I'm at 455 as well. Yeah.
Okay, so did it speed up for you?
No.
Oh, it's actually not speeding up for me at all.
Nah.
So, okay, so that's fine. At least we know where we're at. And, yeah, I mean, it's good to know.
Hmm.
It's
Oh,
not
yeah.
often that we do Rex partnered at all. So,
Now, I did the right thing there. It's like, nah, screw the berries. I'm going to mill exactly where I was talking about, you know, by that shorefish and all
Yeah.
those deer as well.
yep, very smart. It's going to be very quick food eco there. And,
Main gold is an issue, though. You seen that main gold?
ooh, the boar's going back as well. He's actually
Ooh.
lost the boar. He might get a little bit frustrated and try and use his scout here. Nope, I didn't think it would be a wise decision, but he's certainly going to be delayed on getting that boar. And it's not a huge deal, but certainly a mistake that should not have been made. Interesting thing is this elevation, right? The other
Yeah.
resources, I mean, nothing too crazy in the corners, but there is flatlands. Like if you wanted to build another TC, it's still, there's not really much place to put it where you're at. There's just hills, right? If you try to break out to the bigger wood lines. So to get a really nice place to land with more TCs, it's like out on the edges of the map, and it's really, really weird. We'll have to see how these guys play it out. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a drush from these players. Of course, because the map's quite open, you could always see a different approach and get up quite sooner. We'll have to see. We have the barracks coming up now from TaToH, and Spring, no barracks just yet. And at this rate, just taking a look at his resources, I don't think he's actually going to choose to go that route. He's building another lumber camp.
He lost the bill.
What? Where did he lose the Vil? Did you see it? I didn't actually see it.
Yeah.
It's probably underneath his TC.
No. By the berries.
How did he... Oh, is he warring in a boar? I'm not sure. Are you talking about TaToH or... Yeah, it's TaToH. Okay. I was looking at the wrong player. Yeah, that was the one bringing in that boar. Wow. He tried... That boar was being really problematic.
Yeah.
I was looking at Spring.
Goes back, then he loses the bill, and then, just like, all the scenarios, that's just one of the worst to go through, so.
Yeah, that's a big deal. So anyway, going up now, Spring. He's going up on 21 Vils. And we do have the scouts here. Barracks there, not really all that much. And Spring is going to go forward. He has 4 Vils.
Oh my goodness, but look at it though. Josh is coming forward. As well, the Vils are literally going to intersect. But there's 2 wolves there.
Yeah, the question is, so who are the wolves going to attack?
I think it's going to be TaToH, because those...
Yeah.
The scout sees it from Spring of those
but
2
the wolves
aren't...
Why aren't the wolves attacking the militia?
Oh my god.
What?
They signed a peace treaty, I think. Definitely.
I've never seen that. Are they gonna attack the what? What? TaToH, that's... Come on. Did you just like cast some spell over the wolves? Are you a wizard? Like, how did that happen? The issue now is that TaToH might be able to see the dead bodies there, the wolves.
He does.
And if you look at his scouting, I mean, he ran right by him. He can see it there, and he might react. That's quite a long way that Spring has went forward there. Now the drush is coming in then. Spring knows it. He ran right by it. And he's walling this off quite well. And he's going to do that with all his woodlines, it seems. But paying attention to the forward now, I mean, does TaToH know what's happening? He's on these deer now, Milmano, which he spoke about, which is really nice. But he's on his way to feudal age. He needs to be careful.
Look at the drush that they got inside the woodline.
Oh my word. That's awful, and the Vil is going to go down. Drush is definitely paid off at this point. Luckily, that Vil survives for Spring. I can't even say it's unfortunate. It definitely should have gotten that walled in time. I think Spring's going to try and pick off a Vil in the gold then of TaToH, and he actually just lost his scout. Probably should have went back there.
Yeah, that was a bit unfortunate there. Archer range will go up though, which means the archers come out. And of course, no walls from TaToH, so might even see a tower coming from Spring.
Yeah.
Right by that sort of like, by the barracks, for that wood line, so that little gap would be lovely.
You can see the Vils there, so he can try and react. Now the problem is he's not in the feudal age. He can't build a counter tower on his gold. He has to travel a long way to get some more gold, and that tower's in a decent position. There is some spears and some skirms there from Spring. Still harassing with his drush, but not doing enough, and he's going to have to abandon this gold.
Yeah, gotta mayday it out.
Yeah.
Gotta fly away, and then I think TaToH's gonna be generally okay-ish, and the reason being is that it's got backstone to go to, and there's 2 back gold, so
yep.
Not all is lost in that front, really.
Spring is going to have to be pretty quick in pushing in here. He's going to have to really do a lot of damage. If you look at the resource of TaToH, he has quite a bit, so he could maybe get up to the castle age a lot sooner. Just taking a look at what Spring can see. He has no scouting of the resources of TaToH, so he doesn't really know where he should be sending his units now. In fact, he's housed, and he's going to build a house there with his Vils. It's not really the best. And TaToH, he's building a tower and going to try and defend that stone. And, you know, he could easily wall those villagers in on gold as well. He's already put 2 palisades, and he could also wall these Vils in from Spring, actually. Spring is just choosing to do a forward lame. I don't know why he's doing that, because that tower is going to go up.
It makes perfect sense. Because of the fact that he wants to protect the stone in the first place, but now that tower's going up, he just blames the stone, so he can't access the stone in general. And it's stone
Yeah.
wall, so it'll take an absolute
It was
effort to bring it down.
Oof. Well, it was a good decision. However, I thought he was going to lose so many more vills there. He's losing just
True.
almost one. He's on 2 HP. So I mean, he's throwing things at TaToH. TaToH's dealing reasonably well. I think he could access a little bit of stone there, TaToH, if he needs it later on.
Yeah, he could do if he really needs to. It's one of those sort of desperation efforts, but I'm not sure that Spring's actually scouted the rest of the gold of TaToH. No, he hasn't actually. So actually, he doesn't know his back gold to go to, so he's going to ignore that. He's going to try and gather some of the stone of TaToH's from the front, but
yeah. And
it's
with
been
this
relatively held well.
With this map, there's just it's so open. There's resources just scattered everywhere. It's like he has to assume that now TaToH is definitely on some type of gold. TaToH has clicked up, and I think in a firm position, honestly, at this point. I mean, just really weak feudal army here from Spring. His forward villagers they had to go back, and you know, once you commit to something like that, you really have to. It has to work out for you.
Yeah. I mean, you know, Spring likes to do that sort of aggressive playstyle when I see him play. It's nice to see, but on this occasion, the biggest problem I feel like in you know, other civilizations in Jurassic FC or whatever like that, it's okay-ish if you plan it well, but when you're against Britons like this and you forwarded and the guys in Castle and the Britain Wall, like, you know, that extra range, you only really need Fletch just to get the 7 range, and you can just micro your way out of the problem so easily. So of all civs, I always just find that the big mountain to climb when you're in feudal for a long time. It's going to be Spring against someone like TaToH, who's going to be in Age Britons.
TaToH's doing a little bit of harassment with his militia here. He's just causing problems. He didn't pick off any vills, but he's just causing problems, and I liked it. Now, TaToH's almost at the castle age, and he doesn't have a huge amount of archers, but he certainly is going to have the crossbowman coming in, and potentially the +2. His resources is fairly low, though. I mean, he has been harassed, so he definitely needs to get his eco going. And notably, if he wanted to start booming, he actually doesn't have the stone for a second TC, so he's going to need that. But I think he's going to just try and throw his units across and try and harass Spring. And this map being so open, Spring knows that, getting the tower up, looks like, and just now going to gold as well, which is really interesting. Oh, and Spring losing a build to these 2 militia.
Oh no! Oh, come on!
Is he going to lose another one? He's going to lose another one as well, most likely, if he keeps fighting. He's going to go back. Well done from TaToH there, and yep, it's going to just survive.
That is crazy. Just survive.
Spring's going to need to run here. These archers are coming out, soon to be crossbows. TaToH doesn't quite see them, but I think TaToH sensed that this could be where he's at, because he is sending out his crossbows this direction first. And he sees the vills running as well.
He sees the, yeah. He does, yeah. That's good.
That weak vill is out there again from Spring. You see that?
That's a ballsy vill.
Like, I feel like he should build a farm elsewhere, and
I'm on top of the world!
Yeah,
She
yeah.
just stands there. Maybe he's just trying to bait those militia in, just like, hey bro, come at me. I'm a weak vill.
This is a huge problem for Spring. He actually tossed his villagers in this tower instead of running, and I mean, I don't see those villagers really surviving if the crossbows come out from TaToH.
How did Spring just dive all those spearmen and skirmishers to the I think he must have done, yeah, definitely did.
He's in the back, yeah,
gold.
He's in the back, yeah, but he should be cleaned up shortly.
I mean, it's spearmen and skirmishers, so just villagers can take care of it.
Spring's repairing his tower.
If I was TaToH right now, I would block it off. I would literally just mark it in the house, but I think he's too preoccupied.
He's not going to lose any vills, but he definitely should not be tasking that many villagers in that fight. So the crossbows are coming forward now. They have +2, and I guess he's going to sit underneath this tower, and he can actually harass the lumber line because he has so much range. And that's nice. Spring's going to come over with his skirms and try and free this up. Even attack with some vills. Spring long up his tower now. You know, at Spring, it hasn't been pretty, but he's being a pest. And sometimes it's what you
Yeah.
need to be to win games. And unfortunately, Springs just lost 2 Vills there underneath his tower. He probably shouldn't have tried to attack with his Vills that soon. And he is on his way to Castle H, though. Does he have a range on the back? No, he doesn't. That's going to be a problem. Everything's on the front. He's going to keep it on the front. And those Vills are very weak as well. Gonna actually go with an additional 2 ranges. Does he have a blacksmith? Yeah, he has the blacksmith at home, so he's really gonna go strong. And making a skirm, maybe going elite skirm because he doesn't have much gold income, and he already has a couple skirms. Could be the choice.
Good idea. Not a bad idea at all, actually. Really, I mean, TaToH was a little bit struggling, just a little bit. He's got back onto the gold now, okay, and everything. But you're right. That pest being annoying and getting up in your face is just. God, sometimes just so annoying. I just want to smack a wall, but it served a good purpose. They used those units to as best he could. Actually, really, I think got a good usage out of it.
It's the little things that really win games. It's the little things you do to annoy, the opponent. But especially in the maps like this, like right now, Spring seeing this mining camp going up. If he stops that, it's actually going to delay the second TC from TaToH.
But look at the Vill count, though. I mean, despite all this,
it's a huge deal.
11 villages.
11 Vills and tech as well. So, I mean, right now TaToH has +2 on crossbows, +1 defense, and he could pick off some Vills here. Spring needs to be careful. He's going to see them late, and he might lose a Vill or 2 here. He's going to lose 1, potentially 2, and yeah, really bad. Oh, that villager going the wrong way. There's 3 down, and that's absolutely huge. Spring just going skirms, though, on the front. This is crazy.
Definitely crazy.
I think he's just relying on towers at home when he can get him up, but his eco is just so poor. He can't even afford elite skirm right now. He can try and suffocate these crossbows all he wants, but he doesn't have the eco to really, do anything to win this game. He's just pushing in with skirms. Quick wall then from TaToH is going to stop this.
Yeah.
Will the Vill go down? Not quite.
It takes so much effort to bring those Vills down.
No,
really,
is Spring
really
gonna...
effective.
I actually think Spring is... Spring's running underneath the TC right now. I don't know if I agree with that decision. Maganel's coming out now from TaToH. Not to mention TaToH has 2 armies at Spring's base. This is looking really, really bad for Spring.
He has to do it, though. It's one of those do or die plays. Like, he has to go in there and try and do what damage he can. If he had the elite skirmisher, though, it would have been a lot more effective. But unfortunately, he doesn't have it.
He's picking off Vills, though. He's picked off a couple Vills, 2, 3. But the Maganel's going to come out now, and quick wall.
Oh, and he blocks them off as well.
Yeah, well done.
Oh, the plays. That was well played.
It's still really awkward, though. The skirmishers are going in close. And
but they can't attack the Maganel from close range. And,
yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Nice
That's
shot.
the money
Yeah.
shot.
Yeah. At this point, these skirmishers are pretty much useless.
Yep.
Except on that weak Vill. Yeah, the one Vill is like on 4 HP. I guess it's not useless.
Yeah.
Spring is microing quite well with the units he has left. But one's left on 3 HP. That's about it.
But look at this, though. Back at Spring's base, another 2 Vills get
2
picked
Vills
off
down.
just by the tower. Oof. Everywhere, it's just what a pain. And the problem is as well is that because of Spring's all his military buildings are so far forward, has to go all the way back to deal with it. And now he's getting a elite skirmisher, but I think it's a bit too late. I think.
Yeah, it's a huge problem, and with the Britain range as well, you're just able to really pester these wood lines. And TaToH's done that once or twice, and these. Just looking at the wood lines of Spring, it's just so exposed. Elite Skirm has come in, though.
That's finally good.
There's only 5
thing is, though,
military, yeah.
It's now a bit ineffective to a point because of the fact there's Maganel already out on the field, and they just deal with skirms really easily. Even villagers. I mean, TaToH just committing villagers in to take care of these skirms. And Spring just starts buying the stone back there again with those original bills. Like, that's amazing.
Yeah, I know. Spring has gone. Spring is actually fighting with his own Vills here, but there's crossbows, and I don't know. Do you focus down the Vills or do you focus down the skirms? I would take the Vills because they're forward. They've caused a lot of problems.
Bills. Yeah, I always hit the Bills down. I mean, I think he's gonna take all of them down, really, to be honest. Maybe not.
Yep. Well,
Maybe.
Maganel's gonna come out. Really, really awkward fight there. TaToH finally addressing these crossbows now. Just as I look to them, and is he gonna pick off a Vil here at the bottom wood line?
Oh yeah.
Very close to it. Still, he's just
I'm
causing
really
problems.
surprised though he's going for this bottom wood line over and over. He should just go for a wraparound and just go to that other wood line because the distance, sorry, to the tower is huge. So, but too late anyway. Spring's gonna put a TC on the other wood line a bit further out. So Spring gonna go for a siege workshop now, a little bit again forward.
Yeah, but the Vils are there, and the Vils are weak, and they're dead.
Yep. It's just
Yeah.
like, that's not gonna happen. Oh, this is just getting a little bit out of hand. It feels the build count now 16 builds difference. There's no real economy in this game at all. It's just this is like scrappy from both sides.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
Like
Yeah,
TaToH's a little
I
bit
think
more
that's kind of
controlled.
what this map provides, though, is a real scrappy match. And the funny thing is, TaToH's just now getting the stone for his next TC. Where's he gonna put it? Right there. It's a good TC. I'm not sure what
Look at
Spring
the
is saying
idle bills.
convenient for, but
Look at the idols. 9 idols from Spring there down the south, and just by that wood line just completely chopped up. He's like, we're done now, boys. Boss, tell me what to do next.
oh, those guys.
Yeah, those guys.
Oh,
And
that
then
sucks.
Spring
Yeah.
sending bills from that TC to that wood line as well, which is making it. Oh no, he's changed it now.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's sending another Vil forward to try and finish the siege workshop. TaToH doesn't spot it.
Ooh. Big play.
Well, the problem is this Ram is actually going to be able to take down all his ranges. He's nothing to address the Ram without his own siege workshop. And he can't lure these crossbows in towards his villager either. So it's like he has to fight before he has crossbow. The villager's going to run towards the units here. And no, don't die.
Oh, not the villager. Not the villager.
She's down.
The
She's dead.
ballistic's down as well.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Not to mention TaToH's here with some crossbows, and he's pushing
TaToH's
in
making a
even more.
mistake though. Making a mistake. Okay, now he's noticed it. He was attacking the battering ram on the archer range and the mangonel at the same time.
Oh, the
so he
mangonel
was killing his own mangonel.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, sorry, battering ram.
I thought it was one of those where like we think it's a mistake, but it might not be. But that one, yep, it's a mistake. You're killing, you're damaging your own unit. That's a mistake.
Yeah. I mean, that's me being really nitpicky, but I mean,
Yeah.
like,
No, it's not. He is bringing out a Vil to repair it. I wonder if TaToH, I mean, if Spring's going to make a long voyage out to finish the siege workshop. He could build another one, but it's almost built. Getting crossbow now.
85%. Oh, he said this is. Oh, it's not. It's a Dojo Go.
Alright, yeah.
Okay. I thought it was a third attempt, like Thunderbird 3 has just gone into action.
But TaToH has over 20 villagers. He's picking off even more villagers here. I don't know what Spring's play is right now. He's got it. He can't reboom back into this game, and so he has to win fights. But he's losing every fight, and he's losing his ranges now. Too expensive to reproduce, really.
I have no idea what you can do to really win. I guess send that villager out.
Yeah.
Thunderbird 3 is a go. Can we
No.
make it to the siege workshop?
No,
Don't
you're
run
going
into
the wrong way.
mangonel, though.
No,
God.
it's gonna die. Yeah, I don't know what he's.
Yeah, that villager's not gonna make it. I don't think.
She keeps
Oh,
running
wait.
back. She's really determined. I don't know why she took that path. But
I like this villager. I think she's
Yeah.
definitely got a chance of making it.
she's gonna make it. She's gonna make it.
Oh, she's gone back. She's gone back. She's gone back. Sure.
Yeah. I mean, it's basically to the point now where TaToH's in firm control, and we're just focusing on this villager going to the siege workshop. I mean, Spring is trying to do some nice micro here, but there is a mangonel, and either way, when he's trying to micro, he's gonna lose his units. Now,
That's doing quite well.
yeah, he is doing all right.
He's like, I gotta find a gap so I can get this villager across.
I don't know why. Well, he has 700 wood. He should just build it. He should have built one by now, honestly.
Wait, what the hell? He's got 700. Okay. Wait.
Not to mention that siege workshop is in a really
Yeah,
bad
he's
spot.
putting it back at home now. He's decided.
Well, he's
I think
forgotten
that's
about the
enough.
villager
Oh,
as well.
Yep. Ooh,
Yeah, it's
and
down.
he goes down. Oh boy.
Meanwhile, we have the 4th TC then going up for TaToH, and still only 2 for Spring. So he's getting a Siege Workshop just now up. And if you look at the resource for TaToH, quite low, but it's because he's spending it all on villagers right now.
Got a lot of wood though. Like, why has everyone got so much wood this game?
It's
like,
weird because I feel like it's just lack of place to build farms, really. Because like,
yeah,
there's all these
so.
little ponds and everything's just so crunched up.
That is also true.
And sporadic.
Right
so
there.
it's just like I don't feel like you can build farms really all that easily to get up.
Play it like Bedouins. Just keep making mills on the shorefish.
You could do
That's
that.
the
You're
play.
right. Yeah, you're right.
But then,
I mean,
of course, it's not really a sustained source of income though. So
exactly,
really,
yeah.
Probably not the best idea.
Well, at that point, you could just build farms around it because you need the space anyway. So.
But that's what.
But with the lack of
solved.
with the lack of a decent uptime, I think it'd probably be smart for the stronger player, or any player really, to push in the castle age. So I think Tats is going to do that now. He's bringing a siege workshop up on top of this hill. Decent micro there. It's actually an attack ground from Spring, and he just totally missed. And yeah, pretty much missing on that, losing his Mangonel.
One crossbow for one man.
We do also have ballistics for TaToH at this point. I don't know if we mentioned that, but it's certainly helping in all these fights. And he's bringing 2 Mangonels and a ram forward. His military advantage, only 4 military for Spring. I'm not sure he's rebuilt these ranges. He's rebuilding another one, but that should go down as well. And he is like 49 villagers while TaToH's nearing 85.
Yeah, it's looking pretty rough. But you gotta give it to Spring though. I mean, like, he's still going at it though, despite the fact that he's just monstrously behind. But
yeah, he needs to produce something here and fast. He has to really do something. I think he's trying, but the problem is if he doesn't defend, he's gonna lose his base. So he has to only defend. He can't actually push out in the counterattack, and it's just too much for him. The funny thing is, this tower is gonna take this house out in TaToH's base, and it might house Spring. Like, it might get close to housing him. That'd be funny. Either way, it'll go down shortly. But the Mangonel micro is gonna be really important here, and TaToH, very nice shot.
what's interesting actually is that the second TC played from Spring. I didn't really notice it. I don't really understand it that much because the one on the left is put was a lot better really in terms of wood. I mean, yeah, you get second goal with it, but
even fighting uphill here, TaToH should take this fight. He's getting a handcart now. Here's the Mangonel.
He's got a
and
coming up
he's
as
gonna
well.
delay these vills, pick off some of these vills. Spring's still fighting here. He's gonna lose his range this rate as well, yeah.
So that's alright. Oh, maybe not lost on Spring here. TaToH will be up to him very soon though. He's up 900 food, 500 gold. Just get a market if you really want to, and then just if you really have to, buy up. But
I think TaToH has the resources where you could pretty much make any choice here. But it'd just be smart just continue going Arbalest. However, it looks like a castle's going up now, and sending a lot of vills forward to get it up. Nothing Spring can really do. Just one Mangonel coming out, but it will be a little late. And even if it does get there, I do think TaToH will have enough to defend. And does Spring even see it? He does see it. Looks like in his house's line of sight, and he's gonna run with villagers actually, just to secure some more wood. I think he's really struggling with his wood eco. But either way, Mangonel's there. He needs to be careful. Oh, and TaToH killing that Mangonel there, and Spring engaging with the vills, and there's the GG called. So it was actually very exciting start of the game because, you know, Spring I think did what is probably a good tactic on this map and be really aggressive, right? You have to be aggressive because it's so open, but it was not good. He built one tower, a little bit of trash, and he had to go back, and then TaToH just had the eco advantage from there. So let's take a quick look at the achievements, and you're going to see units killed from TaToH obviously higher, but as far as the eco is concerned, add that all up, that's arguably double what Spring had brought in. It's a huge deal.
Oh yeah, that's a huge deal there, absolutely.
And double the bills, actually.
The thing is though, I mean, like you're absolutely right. The forward idea isn't bad at all. It's actually not for this map type. That's the thing. The problem is that considering like the map's supposed to be all nice and open and all that business, it was just the wrong map on that map type. Like there's 2 back goals TaToH to go to. The stone, yeah, got lane, but in the end didn't really actually matter too much because if Spring actually scouted the 2 back goals, it may have been a little bit different because Spring can then understand that actually, if I actually pushed on here with a tower on the left-hand side, like just where that gold was, then it could have been a little bit more different.
Yeah, I
Because
agree.
TaToH was really relying on that castle age to have the gold to be able to make the crossbows and push it back. If he was knocked off that gold by that 1 tower, if he in that hypothetical stance hurt, then it could have been a whole different game.
We didn't necessarily focus on it that much, but I didn't think that the scouting was great from Spring because he put the tower in an odd position, like the second tower in an odd position.
Yeah.
But anyway, game's over now. And what the heck? Someone just mentioned wolves in the chat. He wasn't. He was talking about something else, but I think so anyway.
Damn, the wolves are feisty.
What about
Or
the wolves?
feisty?
No, the wolves in that game. Why didn't they attack TaToH?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
It like they brushed like the militia's club probably like actually hit the wolf. So
I don't know.
I'm not sure why.
Let's get Scriptor involved in.
I have no clue.
It's to do with the aggression, I think, as far as I'm aware about the wolves. And like, I think it's on a difficulty setting.
Yeah,
like,
but
if you
he
had it on,
ran
like...
right by the wolf. Like
No, no.
he was. So I understand. Like you're right. It depends on how far away you are. If it's on like standard, easiest, hardest,
But he
whatever.
brushed past the wolf, so
But
that argument's invalid.
He like walked right by it. I was like, what the
I know.
heck? All right. So anyway, game 2.